Welcome back to Weather Nation. We're taking a look at Little Rock, Arkansas. They're dealing with heavy rain right now and thunderstorms in the area, and we're expecting more of that as we continue through the day and especially as we head throughout the afternoon and evening. So please take it easy on those roadways and stay aware of the weather. But thanks for tuning in. Meteorologist Marcus Walter here with your forecast. We're taking a look also at Dallas, Texas. This is one other area that we are on the lookout for some showers and some storms as we continue through the morning and into the afternoon. And speaking of showers and storms, let's take a look at that enhanced risk that's out there for today. We see it from areas just east of Dallas, near Lufkin, near Shreveport, and also covering Jackson, Mississippi. And outside of that, we're dealing with the severe weather threat anywhere from just east of Oklahoma City down to the Houston area, and even as far east as Pensacola, Florida, and Mobile, Alabama. So the threat for storms definitely there. And in the enhanced risk, we want to point that out because in this area, we're talking about numerous severe storms that are definitely possible, some of which that can produce a few tornadoes, wind damage, and even hail as large as 2 inches. And speaking of that tornado risk, our very own John Van Pelt has more on tornado safety.
The United States gets an average of 1,000 tornadoes every year, and they can strike any state at any month. Although Alaska has only seen 2 twisters since 1950, and Hawaii has only had about 40 in the same period. So how do you prepare for tornadoes? Well, first, have a plan. Know where your safe place is at home and work, and know what you'll do if a warning is issued while you're out and about. Next, make sure you have a reliable warning device like a NOAA weather radio, in addition to any apps you may use. When a watch is issued, be ready for a warning at any time. And if a warning is issued, go to your safe place immediately. Don't look outside to see if you can see it coming. Listen to local radio or TV stations for the latest information if possible from your shelter. At home, your safest place is the innermost room on the lowest level. You want as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Closets under stairs and inner bathrooms are good choices. Avoid rooms with windows. And remember, it's not the wind itself that's dangerous, it's what's in the wind. And most tornado injuries and deaths are caused by flying debris. If you have any kind of sports helmets for your family members, put them on when you take shelter. At work, the same rules apply, and if there's no specified safe place in your building, inner stairwells without windows are good places to shelter. If you're in your car, get out and take shelter in a sturdy building. And if none is available, choose a low-lying area or ditch. And don't stop under an overpass. They can funnel air and debris and can be more dangerous than being out in the open. After the storm passes, leave your safe place only if you know it's safe to do so. And if you do go outside, watch for downed power lines and stay away from them and other hazardous debris on the ground. Being prepared really can mean the difference between safe and sorry. For Weather Nation, I'm John Van Pelt.
All great information from John, and we are talking about a threat for tornadoes today with any of these storms that develop. But I think a bigger threat will actually be the heavy rain and also some of the damaging winds that we can get from some of these thunderstorms. So as we track this system continuing into the afternoon, you just see these showers and storms really blossoming and spreading out, and you'll start to notice what we call a bow, or more or less starting to form across the southern part of Arkansas into northern parts of Louisiana. That's a sign of just really strong winds pushing in behind these storms, helping to move these storms pretty quickly. And so we're talking about those winds along with that heavy rain and even a tornado and hail threat as we continue all the way toward the evening, and even some of those wind threats lingering into the overnight hours. Now, when we shift gears to think about Saturday, this system will continue to move toward the east and southeast, and it means severe chances across parts of the Carolinas, all the way back down toward western Florida, and even as far west as places like Houston and New Orleans. But the greatest threat for severe weather at this point a little closer to eastern parts of the Carolinas through eastern parts of Georgia. We'll track this. We have this storm system continuing to move south. We're talking about showers and storms being out there as early as lunchtime and continuing into the afternoon hours. Then by the time we get to 7 p.m. and 8 p.m., we'll still notice some rain and storms out there, but they should be weakening, but still wet weather around Florida, places like Orlando and Tampa, by the time we get to the evening hours. So here's a look at the forecast for Monroe. We're talking about rain and storms out there for today, and even some rain on the way for tomorrow. We'll be back talking more of your top weather stories, including whether or not the cherry blossoms will be at risk this weekend from snow.